I'm Joe Colantonio, and we have an online community of 27,000 testers dedicated to creating test automation awesomeness. So I actually run a podcast, used to be called Test Talks, now Test Guild Automation Podcast. And I interviewed Adam Carmi in, I think, 2015. And after speaking with them, I'm like, this sounds too good to be true. So I tried it myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to try it at my company. I worked for a large company that did radiology devices. And you had to manually look at x-rays to try to see if it was working. And really couldn't do it manually as well as you'd think. And so trying Applitools actually was able to find things that you couldn't do manually. And so once I introduced it to the group, they're like, oh, this is a no-brainer. And they brought it into the company and just saved us a lot of time and money. What I've always liked about Applitools is that they support everything. They integrate with everything. When I started in 2015, I was using something called Lean FT, which is really obscure, and they created an integration for me. And I like how I speak with a lot of different people using a lot of different tools. They say, what do I use for visual testing? I know I could always point them to Applitools because I know they're going to work with them, and it's going to be probably the best experience they're going to have with visual testing. I really think Applitools is the leader in the space, and they show with the technology, which to me, I've tried other solutions, and they're just not as reliable. So with visual testing, you need it to be reliable. You don't want to have those pixel differences that throws it off. And Applitools, I think, was created from the ground up to be really state-of-the-art. And I love how you're always innovating. I know you also came up with the ultra-fast grid, and that's saving thousands of hours with people that are probably spending a lot of money with scaling up environments to test that with the ultra-fast grid. It's just, I don't know anyone on the market that has that technology. So it's been great seeing you grow from 2015 to now, and you keep innovating, and it is really literally the go-to visual testing solution I point people towards. So as you know, I speak with a lot of people on my podcast. I've interviewed over 400 people. I've been running online events since 2016. So I get to speak with a lot of experts that are hands-on in the real world. And I know a lot of things that people struggled with before is making the test reliable and trying to focus in on the API level rather than the UI to make them go faster. But even then, a lot of people lose sight of the UX or the visual. Using Applitools, they're able to incorporate it with API tests to get them the coverage they need and still not have to write thousands and thousands of tests to get that coverage. So a lot of experts tell me that they've been able to leverage Applitools to give them that type of savings with writing less tests and more effective tests and finding issues that they couldn't find manually. And so they really love how it helps them with a lot of things like UX, accessibility testing. I think you've added things for that as well. So it's just a lot of great innovation that they seem really excited about.